And we appreciate you being with us here at 6:30 for ABC24 Weather Impact Now. I'm Chief Meteorologist Trevor Burchett. We're always joined by meteorologist Kit Thomas and meteorologist Daniel McDonald for a more in-depth look at your local forecast and also a check of what else is going on around the region. The only show like this on Memphis airwaves, so we appreciate you being here. If you love weather, this is the place to be. We have 30 minutes of it coming up right now. But as always, we like to start out with a deep dive in your local forecast. And thankfully, things are a lot quieter than they have been for the last few days. If you were with us Monday and Tuesday, by this time we were tracking severe thunderstorms, so we didn't really have a really solid weather impact show for you. But now we're kind of back to the basics and back to our normal local forecast. The big thing you probably noticed today is that we are cool and we are cloudy. The rain might have moved out, but the clouds are still sticking around as a matter of fact. And that will probably be the case for the rest of the week. We are looking to stay cool and cloudy for tomorrow and for Friday. Now, good news is rain chances, they are staying low. There could be some sprinkles. In fact, some of us are seeing sprinkles right now. Odds are just very slim, and we're certainly not expecting any thunderstorms like what we just went through. And looking ahead, we have a beautiful weekend. It's a big weekend in Memphis, the first weekend in May. I've lived here almost 30 years, and it seems like every first weekend in May, there's either severe weather or pouring rain. Not this time, though. Riverbeat Music Fest looking great as we look ahead to the weekend. Was much cooler today. We only made it to 69 degrees on the almanac. Morning low of 63, so temperatures really didn't change all that much. We are normally around 77 for our high temperature by this time of year. Record high 91, set back in the 1950s. No rain in the gauge for today, but of course, we had plenty of it the last couple of days. Maybe a peak or two of sunshine outside right now over downtown, but still a mostly cloudy sky. We are dry in Memphis. Temperatures right now hanging on to 66. A little bit of a northeasterly breeze behind that cold front that pushed through, and that has kept our temperatures pretty solid through the day today. Again, the radar is mostly clear. I'm finding a couple of sprinkles. You almost have to squint to see them just to the north of Wynn and coming into Turl, not far from Cherry Valley. There's a couple of raindrops trying to move around down there. And then as we zoom out and move down to the south, there were some showers coming in from central Arkansas. Brought a little bit of light rain to Phillips County and Coahoma County, but those have all but fizzled out. So rain chances overall pretty low. The big stuff has moved down to our south. That cold front passed through. The clouds are hanging on, but the rain is gone. Storms continuing into southern Mississippi and Louisiana, and that's where they have their own risk of severe weather today. But again, that has all moved down to our south. Now, of course, we were dealing with those storms for the last couple of days, and we saw plenty of rain out of that storm system. I want to bring in meteorologist Kit Thomas now. Kit, we've been talking about this drought for the last couple of months. How much rain did we see, and is it actually going to be any help for us?
It's going to help some. The thing is, it was all kind of too much at once.
Yeah.
We had all those flood alerts around the area, which means it's running off rather than soaking in. So it'll help some. We got about 3.5 inches of rain in Memphis just yesterday. It had already started by around this time. So just the last 24 hours, about 3¼ inch of rain on the radar estimated rainfall. But notice here out across St. Francis County, some of those radar estimated rain totals upwards of 4 inches. So some very, very heavy rain back off that direction. So yesterday, 3.49, about 3.5 inches of rain. If you go back for the last 50 days in Memphis, we beat the last 50 days of total accumulated rainfall. So it's been a lot of rain that we had yesterday after a very long time with very little rainfall. We're still behind for the year. Since January 1st, we've only had about 14 inches. That puts us about 6 inches behind. Without yesterday's, we would be about 9 inches behind for the year so far. So definitely good that we've gotten the rain. But if we look here on the drought monitor, we still have the severe drought, that level 2 drought that we've got across the area here in Memphis, the extreme drought and the exceptional droughts across our northern viewing area and a little bit down there towards parts of Coahoma to Panola counties just to our south. So we definitely needed the rain, but coming up, we're going to be talking about this Dyersburg tornado that came through. I'll give you a detailed breakdown on that still ahead right here on ABC24 Weather Impact Now.
Yeah, Kim, we were tracking those storms again for the last couple of nights, and we knew there was some stuff spinning around. We knew that we had at least a couple of touchdowns. So we'll check out those storm reports and check in with you for the look at those videos here coming up in just a bit. For now, though, back to our local forecast and a check of the rest of this evening. Very slim rain chances, only about 10%. So again, if you are down in North Mississippi, there could be a few isolated sprinkles today and for the rest of the night, but I think the odds are pretty slim. Clouds are going to hang around, though, at least through about midnight, and that is going to keep us in the 60s. Overnight, I do expect some breaks in the clouds after midnight. That's going to clear us up. And of course, we always say clouds act like a blanket. So whenever we have clouds over the area, temperatures don't fall as much. It keeps all that heat locked at the surface. When the clouds break up a little bit, it allows that heat to kind of transport up and away from the ground. Cools us down a little bit. So right now I've got us at 52. Again, I do think those clouds will break up a little bit. If we get a few more clouds, you might see those temperatures stay a bit higher than that, but I think most of us will see at least some clearing overnight tonight, and that will drop those temperatures, especially in relation to the breezy winds that we're going to have north tonight at about 15 to maybe even 20 miles an hour. Very slight chance of sprinkles tonight, but again, I'm not that impressed by those chances. You do see the clouds hanging on in place, though, and again, by midnight, there's a chance of maybe some clearing skies, especially north of Interstate 40. We get some breaks in the clouds. South of I-40, maybe still some cloud cover and maybe even a couple of sprinkles in there. And so that could keep the temperatures a bit higher overnight tonight down in North Mississippi. Clouds roll right back in tomorrow. I think it's going to be a mainly overcast day. You see all the clouds by 7 p.m. Do think rain chances go back down for tomorrow, though, so we look pretty dry. And then kind of the same thing for Friday. More clouds, but the odds of seeing rain are pretty slim. For your Thursday forecast, not bad. We could wake up to a little sunshine. It's going to be pretty chilly, though, in the morning. Temperatures in the 50s here in Memphis, and then I do expect clouds to kind of build back in through the day. That's going to get us into the 60s, even with the cloud cover and a light northerly breeze. Rain chances 0 tomorrow, so even if we do see some sprinkles tonight, I think tomorrow looks pretty good. It is just going to be a little gloomy, though. 68 the high tomorrow in Blytheville and Forest City, 69 in Mariana and Helena, West Helena, about 10 degrees below average for this time of year. 68 in Holly Springs and Hernando. We'll get to 69 Oxford, Batesville, 70 the high temperature in Clarksdale, and then looks like mid to upper 60s in much of western Tennessee. High of 68 in Dyersburg, 69 in Alamo, also 68 in Summerville. Overall, for now, the rain chances are very low. Yes, maybe a sprinkle, but I think for right now, you can kind of leave the umbrella away. I don't think you need it at this moment. Maybe by the middle of next week, looking at next Wednesday, seems like that might be our next best shot at seeing some rainfall that could impact you. But for right now, the rest of this week and the weekend, I think we're looking pretty good. Here's another look at the hour-by-hour radar overnight tonight. You'll notice again that slight chance of a couple of showers as that storm system continues to go down to our south. Tomorrow looks completely dry. Friday is a day that there could be a few raindrops as we roll ahead. We've got that low pressure system passing to our south, and I do think most of us are going to stay dry. I think the better chance of rain is down along Interstate 20, closer to the Jackson, Mississippi area, maybe Shreveport, Louisiana, Texarkana. That's where the better chance of rain is on Friday. Could there be a sprinkle that makes its way this far north? Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be anything that's going to really impact you. Nothing you're going to need to go running inside for. Certainly no thunderstorms. But just something to be aware of, if you feel a raindrop or two Friday, don't be surprised. And then the weekend just looks great. How about this for a Riverbeat Music Fest weekend? Pretty unusual to see a totally quiet weekend. I think we did pretty good last year, if I remember, too. But this one is also looking good and a lot cooler, too. 69 on Saturday, 73 on Sunday with sunshine through the weekend. Rain chances 0 for both Saturday and Sunday. Of course, remember, the next time rain does come in, you can track the radar and watch our live coverage on the ABC24 Plus app. Scan that QR code there. That's going to take you to download the app. You can put it on your cell phone, your smart TV, Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, Samsung. Watch us there free of charge. No cable or satellite subscription required. A lot of folks were watching us there on the app through the last couple of days as we were tracking those thunderstorms. So it is really a neat tool to have. You can also just search up ABC24 on your phone's app store or on your TV's app store. So tonight we'll see clouds kind of break up a little bit, maybe some clearing sky late. That drops us all the way down to the 50s. 67 with more clouds tomorrow, but we will be dry for Thursday, and then 68 with clouds on Friday. That's where we have that very slight sprinkle chance, but most of us look like we will turn out dry for Friday. Really no need for the rain gear, just a couple of sprinkles. Saturday and Sunday, we see that sunshine break back out. It's going to be a gorgeous weekend. And not too hot either. Temperatures below average, 69 Saturday, 73 Sunday. Lows in the 40s though, so late at night down at Tom Lee Park or in the morning, it could be a little chilly this weekend. Next week, temperatures continue to climb. Sunshine and 78 Monday. Then we see some more clouds for the middle of the week as we get back to near 80. And I think, again, our next best chance for some showers comes in about a week next Wednesday. So for now, you can put the umbrella away. Probably won't need it again until the middle of next week. Again, though, we already had plenty of rain over the last couple of days, and that led to some flooding in addition to all those severe weather reports. Coming up after this on ABC24 Weather Impact Now, we're going to check back in with Kit. He'll show you where those storm reports happened, and we'll also check out some of that incredible video that we saw.